So today on solving puzzles with Python, we're going to solve a puzzle that was posed by BBC Radio 4 this past Monday at about 6:45 in the morning, the regular spot where they give you a mathematical puzzle that they'd like you to have a bash at. So the question they posed on Monday was, how many different ways are there to make £50 or get to £50 using £5 notes, £10 notes and £20 notes? So you could use 10 lots of £5 notes and no 10s and no 20s, or 2 20s and 1 10, or 2 20s and 2 5s, etc, etc, etc. So without further ado, let's solve this puzzle using Python. And today I am going to use the IDE, the integrated development environment that's inbuilt with Sololearn. So Sololearn is an excellent resource for learning programming. It supports many programming languages. It gives you some theory and allows you to do some coding as well. This is part of the Python tutorial, and in this lesson it gives you some theory and it allows you to try it yourself. When you try it yourself, you get a fully functioning IDE with the input here and the output here. You can try out the code they give you, but you can delete it and put your own code in there. So without further ado, let's start solving this puzzle with Python. Firstly, I'm going to declare the variables that I'm going to use. I've got to get to 50, so I'm going to declare 50 as a value as 50. I'm going to use 5s, 10s and 20s. For the variable name I've written it out, and for the value I've given it the appropriate value. Now to do the actual working out, very similarly to my very first video, I am going to use nested ifs, nested for loops and an if statement. So my first for loop is going to accommodate 5s, my second for loop is going to accommodate 10s, and my third for loop is going to accommodate 50s. It's going to go through the range of having no £5 notes to 11 £5 notes. Doesn't need to go any further because 10 of them will give you the 50 that you're after. Similarly with the £10 notes, I'm going to go from no £10 notes up to 6. I don't have to go any further because 5 will give me the 50. Similarly with the £20 notes, I am going to go from 0 £20 notes to maximum of 3 £20 notes, which will take me over the 50 limit. So the program will loop through each in turn, trying out every single combination of £5 notes from 0 to 10, and the same with £10 notes and the same with £20 notes. The program will check if the combination of notes comes to 50 here, if the I count times 5, and so it's a plus, the I count times 10 for the £10, the J count times 10 for the £10 notes, the K count times 20 for the £20 notes. If that particular combination equals 50, then we need to print out. The print statement is here, which really replicates the if statement, converting the values to a string on the fly, putting in the and signs, and producing a single string showing the values that have reached 50. Okay, so let's try that, see if it works. To run it, we'd simply click the run key here and we will get the output here. There we have it. So there we have our output. In columns, £5, £10 and £20, and each combination there should add up to 50. So no £5 notes, £10 worth of £10 notes, £40 worth of £20 notes, that indeed comes to 50. No £5 notes, £30 worth of £10 notes, plus a 20 gives you 50. You can make it all out of £10 notes. Here you can make it all out of £5 notes. You can never make it all out of £20 notes because 20 doesn't go into 50 an equal number of times. So whenever you've got a 20, you must have 5s or 10s. And there we have it. Solves a rather difficult or interesting conundrum using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code and the declaration of the variables. Thank you for watching this week's Solving Puzzles with Python.